Hey guys, so for today's random talk video, I'm going to be talking all about Nashville Season 4 so far. If you guys watched my October favorites video, then you know that this season of Nashville has been throwing me through a loop and making me feel all the feels. This season is insane and I really wanted to talk to someone about it, and what better place to talk about it than on the internet, because even if no one around me has seen it, someone on the internet has, and they can relate to me about this because I've literally been freaking out about Nashville every single episode this season, and yeah, lots of things happen, a lot of things to talk about, so let's just get right into it. First things first, Deacon is alive. So, if you guys watched season 3 of Nashville, then you know we went through this whole thing about Deacon and his liver cancer, and in the last episode of season 3, Deacon was finally going to get a liver transplant from his sister Beverly, and yeah, the end of the episode left in a cliffhanger and was like, is Deacon alive? Is he not? What is happening? And turns out Deacon's alive, which honestly I saw coming. I feel like this is something that everyone kind of thought. For me, the thought was, oh my god, you cannot kill off Deacon. He's one of the main characters on the show. Everyone would hate you if you killed off Deacon. So, they didn't kill off Deacon. However, they did kill off his sister Beverly, which I think was kind of rude and awful, because obviously that was still very emotional. It's always sad when a character of a show dies, especially in a situation like this, because, you know, it was very emotional. I was half expecting it, half not. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things that TV does. It gets you really emotionally attached to characters and then just kills them off because they're heartless. But yeah, so that was the first big thing of this season, you know, Deacon's alive, Deacon's well, Deacon and Rena can be together with their family, living happily ever after. But on the other side of that, let's talk about Teddy. So, in season 3, Teddy got into a lot of trouble. I began to feel really sad for Teddy. Literally, ever since he got a divorce from Rena in season 1, his life's just been going downhill. It kind of picked up again whenever he was with Peggy, but then Peggy got shot, and like, I mean, my heart really goes out to Teddy, okay, because he's not been doing so well as mayor. It's just been a downward slope. Everything keeps happening to him. He got involved with a prostitute with Jeff Fordham, and like, just so many things that happened with Teddy, and now Teddy's in jail, and we've literally only seen him like one episode this season, which I'm really upset about, because it's like, yo guys, did you forget that Teddy's in jail? Can we not talk about this? Can we, like, hello, can we do something? Because oh my god, I feel really bad for him, and I'm like, I've been worrying about him, and it's like, you know, he's still a father to Daphne and Maddie. He's still like a father, he's still a person. Like, can we not forget about Teddy? He's also supposed to be the mayor, although I guess not anymore since he got arrested. I don't know, I want to know more about Teddy. What's going on with that? Because that was a pretty dramatic thing that happened too in season 3, but like, since there's so many other dramatic things going on, we haven't really paid attention to it. So, there's that as well. What's going on with Teddy? I really need to know. But yeah, moving away from Rena's family, let's talk about another family that has been through a lot recently, and that is Juliette and Avery. Okay, this Juliette, guys, no words. This whole thing just, no words, freaking out. First of all, Avery deciding to divorce Juliette. What? I was so upset, and I don't think anyone of us saw it coming. It was so heartbreaking. I just don't want Avery to break up, because they were like the cutest couple on the show, and plus they have a baby now, so it's like, guys, just be together, just work it out. Oh my god. And of course that just caused Juliette's downward spiral. I mean, Juliette's been going through a lot lately. Juliette always goes through a lot on this show, I feel, but like, lately it's just been so much. She's been going through postpartum depression, she's been like on tour, she's been drugs and alcohol, and like, oh, Juliette, girl, I feel bad for her. And also in real life, the actress Hayden Panettiere, who plays Juliette, actually did go through postpartum depression whenever she was filming Nashville, and she actually had to take some time off. I'm not sure if she's still taking time off or not, but like, she definitely was going through a tough time, and she had to take time off filming and stuff. So it is something that women do go through, and I think it's important for Nashville to shed light on that because it's kind of scary. I mean, I don't really know anything about it. I just kind of know what I've seen from the show, and it's like a huge thing, and I feel like it was important for the show to touch on that, especially with a character like Juliette, who's so extreme. So yeah, that happened. Juliette was going through a lot, and that caused me to freak out even more because, you know, there was just this time when Juliette was standing on the roof. She was drinking. She was kind of high on drugs. She was on the roof of the building at not Jeff Fordham's party, but Luke Wheeler's party, and she almost commits suicide, and you're like freaking out. But then Jeff Fordham appears out of nowhere, and Jeff Fordham died. This is the one. This is the thing I've been freaking out about. Oh my god. Yeah, so in case y'all didn't know, the actor that plays Jeff Fordham on the show Nashville is also in the new TV show Scream Queens. He plays Grace's dad in the show Scream Queens, but he is also Jeff Fordham in Nashville, and you know, I'm not happy about this because I think the reason why Jeff Fordham got killed off Nashville is because he's on Scream Queens now, and he has no time for Nashville because he's moving on to bigger and better things. Why would you do that to us, Oliver Hudson? Why would you do that? Yeah, lots of problems with that. Okay. I don't even know if what I said just made sense, but basically, the actor, Oliver Hudson, plays Jeff Fordham in Nashville, but he also plays Grace's dad in Scream Queens, and so he has to split his time between the two TV shows. But instead of doing that, obviously I assume they think that Scream Queens is going to pick up, which I do watch, by the way. No shit on Scream Queens, but like, obviously if that show picks up, Oliver Hudson will have less time to spend on Nashville, and so he's spending all his time on Scream Queens, so they thought the best way to do that was to just kill off his character on Nashville so that he could be on Scream Queens full time, and I'm not okay with that, okay? I'm not okay with that. As much as I didn't like Jeff Fordham on Nashville, like, I did not like Jeff's character at all. He was like the worst human being on the show ever, but like, as much as I hated him, I didn't want him to die. I didn't want him to leave the show like that. How could you do that? How could you just, I mean, I'm freaking out, guys. I'm freaking out. I'm still not over it. How could they just kill off Jeff Fordham like that? That's so not cool. I mean, at the same time, I'm glad that it was him and not Juliette, because I know if Juliette had died on the show, everyone would be freaking out a lot more, but still, guys, Jeff Fordham, the guy that's been causing havoc on the show since season 2, you just want to get rid of him by making him fall off a building? Like, damn. So many things about that. I was just freaking out. I was like, oh my god, is this because he's on Scream Queens? That's literally my first thought. Like, he's on a new TV show. We don't need him on Nashville anymore. Just kill him off. No, not cool. And you know what? If Oliver Hudson ends up getting killed off Scream Queens as well, I'll be so mad because it's like, dude, no. Not accepting it. Not at all. So basically, Oliver Hudson, great actor, can play 2 different people on 2 different TV shows at the same time. I hope you stay alive in Scream Queens, because you're not going to be around on Nashville anymore, and that's kind of sad. Even though I didn't like your character on Nashville, but still sad about that. And yeah. One thing that I will say about that whole Jeff Fordham thing is that I ended up feeling really bad for Layla. I mean, I've always been feeling bad for Layla ever since that whole, like, her and Will Lexington thing didn't work out on the show. But yeah, I didn't realize how much Jeff Fordham actually meant to Layla until after he died and she sang that song for him. I did not really think that Layla and Jeff's relationship was going to amount to anything, but, like, I think they really had a good thing going there, and I'm really sad that it ended, but I'm also hoping that Layla gets more screen time because I love Layla. She's one of my favorite characters on the show, so hoping for more Layla moments. And going along the same lines as that, let's talk about Will Lexington. Okay, guys, Will Lexington is out of the closet, finally. I've been waiting for this moment literally ever since he came on the show and we found out he was gay. I was just like, Will, come out of the closet. You're not doing any good by being in it, but dude, just do it. Be free, Will. Be free. Be yourself. We love you, Will. So yeah, Will Lexington's out of the closet, and he's not dealing with it very well because, you know, he's Will Lexington and he is not prepared to take on this role as a gay icon, which is totally understandable because Will's not like that, but like he had a boyfriend and everything. Like, Will had a boyfriend. Guys, can we talk about that for a second? Totally shipped Will and his friend, his boyfriend, whatever his boyfriend's name was, but I don't remember. They were adorable together. Will was happy for once until, you know, he wasn't. And yeah, so now Will's pursuing songwriting, which I think could be his thing. Although I do miss him performing and like being all like Will Lexington in season 2, because I've recently started to watch Nashville from the beginning again because I love the show so much. And I was watching season 2 not that long ago, and you know, Will Lexington was a huge thing back then. Bring him back, let him sing songs, you know, like, guys, I want all the characters on the show to be happy and merry, but that doesn't happen all the time. And it's really causing me stress because I feel so many things for these characters, and I just want Will to be happy, and I want good things to happen to him, which includes him getting back together with his boyfriend and getting a big break with the songwriting thing. I just want good things for all these people, including Avery, who's having a hard time considering he's divorced Juliette, but he doesn't want anyone to know. Yeah, Avery, though. I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, I guess I kind of said everything whenever I was talking about Juliette. I mean, yeah, I just wish Avery luck with whatever he's doing, although I really wish he'd just get back together with Juliette, because that's secretly what I really, really want. But yeah, trying to think about what else I need to talk about. I feel like I've been just spouting lots of random words at you guys, and you're probably overwhelmed by this, because even I'm overwhelmed at the speed that I'm talking. But yeah, I think the last person that I need to talk about, who I just saw on my list there of characters, and that is Maddie. So, yeah, ever since Maddie found out that Deacon was her dad, she's kind of been a little bit rogue, especially, like, wanting to separate from her sister Daphne and everything, and, like, that's a good storyline. I think it's important that they have that too, like, Maddie being her own person. I mean, in the show you can kind of always see it, that Maddie wants to be older, independent, but she can't get away from her younger sister, which I so understand. I feel like anyone who has siblings sort of understands that, especially if you're the older sibling. You don't want to be always clumped in with your younger sister, especially if you're growing up and you're going through things. And like, yeah, Maddie's just going through a lot of stuff, but she seems to be coming around to it now. Plus, she got signed to Highway 65 with Daphne. Raina signed them, and I'm happy about that. I'm excited to see where that goes. But one thing that I want to know is if they're going to bring up the Maddie losing her virginity to Luke's son thing again. Are they going to bring that up? Did it actually ever happen? Because they kind of alluded to it. They kind of gave us the impression that that happened. Like, Maddie and her boyfriend, you know, did the deed, and like, that's a thing now. Are they ever going to bring that up? Are people going to find out? I want to know, because literally that was one of the things that I was shocked about the most, if anything, so far this season. Like, yo, Maddie, what's going on? Plus, Maddie and Juliette singing together, that was really good. I really enjoyed that, and if y'all have not heard that, I think you should look it up, because it was really good. And yeah, ooh, let's talk about Luke Wheeler for a second. Okay, so I don't like Luke. Okay, I've never liked Luke Wheeler on the show. Again, he's like a Jeff Fordham. He's just someone on the show that I've never been able to like. I only tolerated him when I thought he was going to get married to Raina, but then Raina called that off. So, yeah, Luke Wheeler is a really bad father. Because Luke's son, whose name I don't remember, saw what happened to Juliette and Jeff, and Luke's not wanting to tell anyone what happened with that. Luke wants to lie and say that Jeff committed suicide, and it's like, no, people deserve to know what actually happened, but at the same time, obviously no one wants to know about the Juliette thing and how she was trying to commit suicide, but at the same time I feel like everyone needs to know that Juliette tried to commit suicide, because then maybe Avery would come to his senses and get back together with her, and like, so many things. All of these characters are intertwined in a really weird way, and it just gives me all the feels, and I'm having problems, and I'm just like, oh my god, what's going to happen now? Luke's son's name is Cole. That's his name, Cole. Okay, yeah. So, Maddie and Cole, what's going on there? Will they ever see each other again? Especially since Cole's off to live with his grandfather after what happened with Luke in the last episode. What's going on? So many questions, so many feels. And yeah, I think that's all I need to say now. I feel like I've gotten everything off my chest that I needed to say. I don't know how well you guys kept up with this because I was just kind of rambling, spur of the moment type thing. But yeah, I guess this is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments below if you guys watch the show Nashville, if you're feeling all the feels that I am, or if you disagree with my thoughts on some things. Hopefully we get more answers this season. The last couple of episodes of Nashville have actually been quite tame. However, I think that's because of the disappearance of Juliette in these last few episodes and things like that. Like, it just seems to have calmed down a bit, which I'm kind of grateful for, but I kind of wish they bring the drama back because I'm just on the edge of my seat waiting for the next Nashville episode every week. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, Nashville. You're doing a fine job, just as long as you give me some answers to some questions. And yeah, like I said, I guess that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. So I just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys know how I'm feeling, because I just finished watching the episode on Channel 5, literally 2 minutes after the episode ended, and I'm making this video, and that is because Farrah Abraham has finally been evicted from the Big Brother house.